Hello everybody, this is Binary's Fun Kodalek, and we are back for more Crusader Kings. Since we left off last time, I had a very large number of characters in my personal playtime, in my games that I'm not recording. I had 4 characters die across 5 battles from that same event that killed Gwillem. So I did, I know it was just bad RNG, but I want to prevent that for the sake of this series. I don't want to have, you know, Damien here die in battle, and then the moment that either Gwillem or Titus comes of age, actually right now my Tannis is Desire, so when, you know, I don't want Damien to die in battle immediately, and then Desire to lead armies and die in battle immediately, or something like that, because Damien, he is a great fighter. That is an amazing setup there, with the 58 personal combat skill. But one of those 4 characters had 70 personal combat skill and 20 martial, and was still killed by the event. So I reduced the chances of the event firing, unless you're ill. If you've got a few different diseases, then the chances drastically go up. And if you're inbred, I think the chances go up. But generally the chance for the event to fire, I reduced it. Just because I don't want to deal with that for this series, and even in my own playtime, I don't really like events that give you no out. If there was a way around that event, then I would happily have that event, right? Like if it was an actual personal combat score test, and if your character didn't have a high enough personal combat score, they died, I'd be fine with that. But as it is, I don't like it. So, Last we left off, in actuality, we had sworn ourselves to England, Damien came of age, and we had just joined, well, first off, we had taken, Gower from Sudrayar, because Daoberth actually lost their war, so we were able to take it. Yeah, so that went very well for us. Now, what we could be doing now, what I did look at the end of the video, I looked at Idwal full of Palace. And he has an ally. He has very small troops compared to us, but he has an ally. Then I also looked at de Huberth, Duke Meredith. He doesn't have any actual allies. He does have slightly more troops. I don't believe, yeah, I can't actually declare war on these guys, because, well, one, I would lose prestige because it's the same guy I declared war on earlier, and for some reason I don't have a rightful war that I can declare, which doesn't quite make sense to me since I own this territory, so we should have enough connection to declare another holy war, but it won't let me for some reason, which is fine. I think he's Catholic. Yeah, so really my only options are really attacking my fellows here in Wales. And it would be much easier to take Dyfed because I wouldn't have to contest with his ally in East Anglia, since he has roughly the same troops as me. And I wouldn't be able to call in either of these people. I would only be able to call in the Duke of Mercia. And he doesn't like me, so I don't want to call him in unless absolutely necessary. So we don't have a ton of options right now for expansion if I want to keep quickly expanding like I've been doing with Damien so far. And I definitely do want to keep quickly expanding like I've been doing with Damien so far. He's going to become something of a conqueror, hopefully. Yes, I also remarried directly into the Blood of Cadog bloodline because my old wife, bless her, died due to complications in her pregnancy. Which is a shame. She was a good wife. She got me good connections. My character actually cared about her to an extent. He cared about her more than he cares about his current wife, at the very least. The downside with me going after de Huberth now is I'm currently fabricating claims on de Huberth territory. So I could wait until that came to fruition, but it's a very low chance of coming to fruition. I can also, if I so desire, I could borrow money from the Jews. It would give me enough to hire some mercenaries if I wanted. But I don't remember if I do have a hospital. Okay. I couldn't remember if I built one. Of course, I can also always build new holdings if I have the money for it, which I would still need to save up for. But I don't think that'll be necessary, particularly if I go to war with the Huberth. I do want to take a quick look at mercenaries here, because I haven't actually planned out as much as I did last time. Lots of mercenaries are already being hired by people. But I could get an extra 1,500 troops very easily. Or an extra 1,900 for a higher additional cost, but a lower monthly cost than everything else. Why is that? It's got an amazing commander. Is it maybe the quality of the troops? Is something wrong with them? Yeah, it's mostly light infantry and archers, whereas these guys have good mixes of heavy infantry and stuff. Whereas my own troops, I actually can't remember what we've got for our mix. We've actually got a good chunk of heavy infantry ourselves. So that actually wouldn't be bad then. I could hire mercenaries and take on Powys then to preserve my ability to declare war on de Huberth. The real question is if I want to. I'm gonna try to sway Duke Senrad because he doesn't like me right now and he is my ally. He has a strong claim on the Duchy of East Anglia. If I brought him into war, he might actually accept that then if East Anglia joins the war against us. Because I imagine he and his brother probably don't get along great. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go for a border dispute over Powys. I'm gonna lose some piety. Oh, right. Border disputes, I lose gold. Ooh, what's my current... I just want to groom an heir. Do I go for this? That's a question. Yeah, because I hadn't realized that at first. What can I do right now? Just attempt to abduct and sacrifice to Iblis. Okay, yeah, suddenly this got a lot more complicated because I forgot that I would have to spend my money to go to war. So I'm gonna wait until I can get Mercia on my side. Right, until he likes me a bit more. Until I've properly swayed him. So for now, we're just going to let time play out. The County of Middlesex got revoked. I'm amazed that people aren't actually declaring war against the king, because he keeps revoking land from people. But nobody's actually doing anything about it. Request claim? Oh! Let's see, is there anything I can get from him? No. So what is the reasoning he's saying no? Base reluctance minus 50. My piety, the Pope... Oh, I'm asking Pope Sergius to give me claims on his territory. Okay. And I can't ask for claims on lower ranks, right? Oh, I can. He would still say no. He's more likely to say yes because the Duke is a child. It's not a terrible idea then, but I would still need to find a way to bring that up by 27 for his case in particular. What about here? Negative 51. Yeah, I want to actually look into this now. Negative 51. What about... Oh, that's Mercia. Yeah, no, I don't want to go to war with Mercia. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick scan here for anyone I can request a claim from. He's the closest to the Pope saying yes. There's part of the reason actually is because I'm greedy and proud. Yeah, the Pope doesn't like that. Now, I could always do the border dispute against him. He's got the most troops out of any of these guys. Oh, and he has 3 alliances. Yeah, no, fuck that. See, I could still take on de Huberth if I wanted to. I could still take them on and beat them. And I think I'm gonna do it. It's a border dispute over... Oh, border dispute over Diffid. Oh, I thought it would have been able to do, yeah, I thought it would have been able to do Ceredigion. Or, like, you know, Britannicog or both or something. But no, it's only over Diffid. That's interesting. Oh, the Pope would like me less, actually. And all landed characters of my religious group in my realm and the realm of Duke Meridad. Okay, so people would not like me. I'm not gonna do it then. I'm going to just try to get my hands on a claim. Oh, there are weak claims that can be pressed. Oh, people wanted Tytos. Why do people want Tytos? Okay, why do they want Tytos? Like him, he's Welsh, but he's just a baby. Oh, because she's become, yeah. It's against tradition, mostly. Yeah, in most cases, it's at least mostly because she's against tradition. Because she's a woman. And they don't want a woman, to become the next king. But why Tytos instead of Gwillem? That's another question. I could also try to push for higher centralization. Would the council be up for that? They would. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look into this. Law changes here. I could also increase the soldiers. No, they wouldn't be up for that. So, I think it's generally they like for people to pay more taxes, but provide less troops. I can't do that until I have higher tolerance. So yeah, I'm gonna push for greater centralization in the nation. Oh, lots of people are leaving the Duke Siegbert for England faction. Nice. Low centralization. That didn't push it up at all because of the game rules. Still, by the time we get to medium centralization, it should have it pushed up. Hopefully. We can invest in technology. It wouldn't be until Tolerance 3 that we can get marginal status of women. What does that actually do? They're allowed to women related to the ruler are allowed to hold the office of Spymaster. Yeah, because before it's just your wife is able to hold the office of Spymaster. And then it becomes Spymaster, Chancellor, and Steward. Then it's everything except the... Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not on England's council, am I? I'm not. I don't like that. I don't like that he doesn't have me on his council. I still don't understand why I don't have a valid Casus Belli to declare war. Because we have a dock here in Perfegilad, so we should be able to declare a holy war on them. I don't know. Oh, right. Weak claims can be pressed. What are those? County of Rojan for Conan. He's just my courtier. I don't care about that. Oh, whoops. I never actually went for the technological advances. What is legalism? Medium centralization and religious control mandate. That helps us out a little bit. This increases opinion of us by a little bit. I think... See, because it unlocks decisions not available for your character. You know what, thinking about it, that probably actually just means that my character isn't a high enough rank to make use of these decisions yet, or I'm not of the proper culture or something. I think it's not saying, like, you know, it unlocks decisions that currently you can't use. It's just saying at your current rank, you can't use some of the decisions it's going to unlock. I'm gonna go for the prestige gain. So yeah, higher majesty, get us a better court size. Also, something I wanted to do was I wanted to look for people who would be willing to join my court. Sort by martial, and I can't make women commanders yet. I want to get just a couple of warmongers. I'll go for 3 right now, particularly because one of them was really old. There. Okay, we've got 3 new. We're gonna have 3 brand spanking new warmongers in our court, and that's good. My character's going to hate them because characters don't like warmongers. There's 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, my character's gonna hate them, but I don't have to act on that hate for them. What I am going to act on is I'm going to appoint them as commanders. Because a warmonger is your best friend in this game. That's from another traits mod. So I can't actually get a character that's a warmonger, and I wouldn't want a character that's a warmonger because there's huge opinion penalties to it, even though it makes troops in battle completely ridiculously OP. So now, as is the motto of CK2, we wait. We wait for something to happen, because I don't want that opinion penalty that I'm going to get from declaring the war. Particularly because I already have vassals that aren't huge on me. Oh, a Cathar uprising. Oh, shit. What are they fighting for? In English, Cathar revolt. Well, they rose up in Mundus, so it's probably, yeah, they're probably going after Lancaster, which, you know what? That could be good for me if they lose large amounts of their troops here. I want these Cathar revolutionaries to win. I don't want them to take any of my land, but I do want them to win because that might allow me to declare war for Lancaster. Perhaps I should use my extensive military knowledge to impress Duke Sinrad into liking me more. I would be better off using my martial training to sway him. My dissertation on military matters was very appreciated, it seems. Duke Senrad thanked me for sharing my knowledge with him, remarking that he will treasure what he has learned from me. How could he not? Nice, nice. Father! Father! Calls Gwillem, pulling my arm, pleading to play with him in his latest toy, completely oblivious to all the important work I'm in the middle of. Sometimes this kid can be really insufferable. So I could improve Gwillem's opinion of me, give him a chance to just gain a stat, which is always nice, and I would have a chance at gaining learning. Additionally, I can make him upset with me and have a higher chance, or a slightly lower chance of gaining Cruel. Cruel does increase morale, damage, and personal combat skill. Kind would reduce personal combat skill as the thing. I could cross my fingers and hope that we don't get kind. Ooh. You know what? Father, we're gonna be a good father to our boy Gwillem. And I become kind. Shit. After years of careful planning, Amory de Limousin has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries, and hopefuls, declaring his intention to go off and carve out a realm of his own. Well, good luck with that. Can I offer? Who are you at war with? Sheik of Almada. Oh. I mean, I'd be happy to join that war. I'm gonna do it. It'll give me a chance to raise my troops. So I'm only going to raise my own troops. I doubt that we're going to need, was this guy? The Sheik of Almada. He does have a decent number of soldiers, so maybe I should call up my vassals as well. Ooh, not many. How many can you raise? 83. 187, that's not bad. I don't know if I want to raise your troops because you don't like me. You're not going to like me anyway, though. So we're gonna raise your troops up. You do like me. You've got a plus 30 opinion of me. You've got a plus 100. Okay, I'm not gonna be too concerned about raising your troops. It's only 83, but there's no reason not to. You know what? Actually, you stay here. I don't think vassals ever mind if you raise their ships. That gets us to 800 carrying capacity. And that's 1,000. Okay. Now, do I want to raise your troops as well? You've only got a plus 30 opinion of me, and I will have almost the entire army coming in. Do you have more troops that could replenish? You have a lot that could replenish. And if these rebels spread, they're most likely to spread to your land. So I think I'm going to let you keep your men, just in case you need to defend the walls with them. As it is, I have too many men to put them aboard the ships. If I stand them down, I still have too many, but barely. So then if I stand down these guys, we have enough. Okay. So, I can't be put in charge of this army because I am currently commanding troops for, I'm commanding troops in Chester here. So I'm, I guess right here? No, I'm in battle. Fingers crossed that I don't die in an event that I had no choice in entering. We're gonna send our troops south. Actually, we should wait for Amory's host to do their thing. I didn't realize that they weren't actually down there yet. Yeah, so they're heading south now. So we're going to try to land in probably Coimbra, and then we'll try to come around through Beja and... Oh, my wife's pregnant. Nice. Through Beja and Evora. Actually, no, we'll just land in Lisbona. Okay, the rebels lost. That's unfortunate for us. I wanted them to win. I was hoping those rebels would win and just not take any of my territory. That was basically what I wanted. But since they lost, I can put myself in command of this army, and I want to do that for the battlefield experience. I should send these ships south for when we finish the siege. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. Ugh, why on earth would you... Oh, wait. Oh, that's greedy. That would make her angry with me, though. Why on earth would you want a fish's eye? That's okay. I'm accommodating her cravings. See, we like each other. Me and my wife, we get along. Not amazingly, but we get along. You know? We both understand this was a marriage out of necessity. Our houses needed to be united. I wanted to ensure the union of... I wanted to ensure that I had the support of her brother. Because her father's dead, I guess. So yeah. We both understand this was a union out of necessity. Just to strengthen the bonds of our houses and keep our houses safe. I have no idea who this guy is. Oh, can I perhaps... No, I can't. I thought maybe because he was his father. But no, I can't. What about requesting a claim? No. Okay. My brother in darkness, Mayor Idric of Maldon, was passing by and decided to pay me a surprise visit. He's in a lewd mood and thought we might stage an impromptu orgy in honor of Lucifer. No. What a lovely idea! I'll wear my skin mask. Demonic orgies can be rewarding, but remember that Lucifer is a cruel master. I'm gonna take the risk. Where am I? Oh yes, the orgy. 3 days of wicked debaucheries conducted by a priapic dwarf from hell. The drugs, the copulation, the succubus with the hypnotic flute, the ritual murder. Was it real? All I know is that Edric sure knows how to throw a party. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, for one, I have a friend. And I think he's a friend in England, considering he's Anglo-Saxon. I'm pretty sure England controls all the Anglo-Saxons at the moment. I would gain 100 dark power, which is always good. And I would gain the trait Brawny. And let me tell you right now, Brawny is a beautiful trait. Before I read this new mission, Brawny. This character is physically brawny. It's +2 martial, +1 diplomacy, +1 health, which having more health is always good, +10 personal combat skill, +5 attraction, 5 vassal, and 5 tribal opinions. Which means that our wife now really likes us. So this is Imran. I'm gonna butcher an accent here. Satan's favors abjure Damien. An opportunity to strike at the foolish followers of the false gods has presented itself. The priests in Lanfes are ignorant of the true state of the world. Tear down their idols and steal their wealth in the name of Satan. Glory to the High Deceiver. Signed, High Priest Imran. I'll accept that. So, he wants me to... What was it? Right. He wants me to desecrate the Temple of Lanfes. Which is... Oh, it's in my vassal's territory. That's fine. Now, I should check. I am not being suspected of anything currently. Okay. So I am going to go desecrate this temple. I've already got a nice chunk of dark power. If I get a little bit more... Oh, never mind. I need way more. I was thinking if I just get a little bit more, and I think one more year in this, faction, then I would be able to rank up to Conjurer, which Conjurer is very nice. Mostly because of demonic possession, if you can get that to work out properly. My preparations and plans have been made. A servant has been bribed to leave a side door to the Temple of Lanfes open so that I and some faithful servants can enter and do the dark biddings of Satan. It is time. I'm doing it from all the way down in Almada, I guess. But hey, this game gets weird with locations. This is just, this is the first thing he does upon returning from the war. He was down in the south, so Imran thought, okay, he's down here, I'll send him a message, I can access this member of the society from my position because he's come south. So he sent me the message, and then actually it's the first thing I do upon returning. As I and a group of my faithful make our way through the church in Canfes, I think it's actually Canfes. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Welsh is a very weird language. To me. It's a very weird language to me, specifically. Probably not to people who speak Welsh. In Canfes, I spot a priest tending to their duties in the middle of the night. Kill them. Dead men tell no tales. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral imbalance that is affecting her mood. Ooh, that would replace greedy with charitable. It's only 50% chance, though. Oh, I'm not sure what to think about that. It would only help her. And it would give me a chance of becoming charitable. I'm going to take the piety hit instead. As my warriors approach the priest, they call out for help and grab a nearby candelabra. Within short notice, a small group of priests come rushing into the room and a melee breaks out around me. To arms! For Satan! Or retreat! So I could fail the mission, or have a 20% chance of getting wounded, 5% chance of getting maimed. Because of my personal combat skill, I think that's why it's 75% chance of no effect. I'm gonna go for it. I became wounded. Okay. I might want to appoint a different person in charge of this army now, since I'm now wounded. Navigating our way through the small church, I and my companions have entered the small room that goes for the inner sanctum. The room contains the sparsest possible honorings to God and a scant few decorative idols and relics. The state of this place shows clearly the superiority of our cause. Ooh, I could gain some money or some dark power. It's only 5 gold. How much am I getting monthly? Even with having my army raised, I'm still getting 0.8 every month. I'm gonna burn it all in the name of Satan. The night is silent as we exit the church, our foul rites making sure that the holiness of this place is tainted for years to come. So I gain 200 more dark power, and the moral authority of Catholicism drops by 1% for 30 years. Nice. Oh. Nice. Oh, nice, and it's actually a good looking scar. I always love that one. Cause yeah, he just got like he got the dented cheekbone. And I really don't like the dent that your character can get. But I love the actual scars. So I'm very happy that I've got that. And I'm no longer wounded, so I'm not going to be too concerned about that. But having scarred is very nice, just because of the extra prestige. And then it says opposite trait opinion, but I think that just means people who aren't scarred, maybe? No, I don't know what that means then. He revoked the county of Middlesex. He revoked it from 2 people at once. Some power. Join Duke Siegbert. Let's take a look at factions. Which ones am I in? I'm in Independence right now, which just has the Duke of Powys. Is there anyone fighting for England that I like? That's East Anglia, though, and I don't want one of my enemies to be... I could join Duke Sedrad. This would weaken England, technically speaking. Making the council more powerful pretty much always weakens the nation itself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm joining increased council power. We're now over 100% with that, so it's more likely to fire. Oh yeah, were there any faction? No, there's nothing going on in Gwynedd. Good. Yeah, my people aren't happy that I've had people raised. Oh, we have a daughter. I actually have a list of Lannister names. I don't think... Titus's father, I don't think, had any daughters. So I'm just gonna go with the first female Lannister that I see. Sorrel. That's how you spell it? Yeah, Sorrel. My court physician, Nisht, is worried about my newborn daughter. Sorrel is a feeble little thing, even compared to other infants. Nisht says she might not live to see her first birthday. You know what? I'm playing this guy like a loving father. Nisht, you must attempt to save my Sorrel. Oh, she's ugly. Poor girl. I could attempt... Oh, they would get a defensive bonus from what? Forest. I don't think... That is... I do have a bonus in Forest. And, you know, leading the large army is a warmonger, which is just insane bonuses. Who is currently leading troops in that army, though? He is. He just gets pursuit, which only matters when we're retreating. Nobody else? Nobody else actually looks to be leading troops there, so I should be able to take this battle, actually. I'm gonna go for it. This is a huge risk, but I'm going for it. Oh, I lost proud. 'Tis hard to feel proud when one has nothing to be proud of. Why should I be proud of myself? Aww. Damien. Got some self-esteem issues, bud. A wandering warrior has requested an audience. It appears as if the entire court is abuzz with stories of his exploits. This Morid the Boar is seemingly of great renown. He wishes to swear fealty to me, having heard of my relation to the legendary Carl Carling. I truly am blessed by my blood. Ah, legendary warriors joining my court. Let's take a look at what he's got. 37 and a... Okay, hang on. Oust. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Morgan's taken your place, and we are putting him in command of this army. That's 37 and warmonger. As is tradition, my wife, Anna Hungel, underwent her churching after recovering and cleansing herself from... I'm just going to call her Anna. After recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. Unfortunately, her mood was not improved by taking the Holy Communion. Perhaps some old sin is still weighing on her soul. She must deal with this problem on her own. It seems as if whatever treatment Nisht administered worked. Little Sorel is much better. Now she appears to be no different than other children her age. Awesome. Good work, Nisht. And we won that battle. Nice. The reason I want to enter those battles is for the chance of getting some battlefield experience, which will increase my personal combat skill. How many troops does Almada have now? 878? Is that 879? Amory's host can handle this on its own. I've already fought one battle. I don't know if I want to... I'm pissing off my vassals by having our troops raised. I'm pissing off all my vassals, actually, so I think even just having the boats up will still do it. He is requesting money to develop his theory further and write a book. Yeah, sure. He's a smart guy. I'm sure he can come up with something that'll bring prestige to our nation. He's got 26 learning. Can I recruit you for Satan, maybe? No. You did cause some problems for me earlier in my life. But you know what? You've got gout. You've got gout, so I don't know how long you're going to live. And you have saved my daughter's life. Nisht, you acted as regent in my stead. I believe you saved my father's life at one point. When he had an illness. And you've now saved my daughter. You're going to become a nobleman. And for some reason that removes the fact that he's my court physician. Well, welcome back to the position of court physician. I could maybe go into that nobilis mod, because I think, you know, if you uplift someone to nobility, also, that's an awesome crest. You should get married, dude. Is there anyone in this land you could marry? Oh, it's just this random bastard who's my friend. You're 64, though. I don't know if you're actually going to live long enough to have any children. But I'm going to have you marry my little lowborn friend here. Just in hopes that, you know, you can have a child before you die of old age. 'Cause you're 64, I don't think you're going to live much longer. I hope Amory can, I hope he can, finish fighting that war himself. Perhaps it could help me to increase Duke Senrad's opinion of me if I just sent him a gift as a show of friendship and good faith. Could send him a priceless work of art. Fancy gift. No need to spend too much on it. Or because I'm greedy. If I'm trying to play to my role, greedy might play into this here. Ooh. I'm not going to outright not send him anything. I'm just not going to spend much money on it. I would love to spend the 50, but because I'm greedy, I still want to spend the money, me the player. But, he didn't. Oh, there's another Cathar uprising. Presumably down in Dorset. No, that's Wexian Revolt. Where's the uprising? Here. Oh, it's still up in Amerdis. So yeah, it's still likely going to be Lancaster. Despite my lack of effort, Duke Senrad really appreciated my gift. He informed me that he will remember my kind gesture. Nice. So we're getting closer to actually befriending our brother-in-law. I think he's my brother-in-law, right? What is he? He's just allied with me. Right, he's my ex-brother-in-law. He just never canceled, it just never canceled this alliance for some reason, and I don't quite understand why it didn't. He inherited the title of Wessex, the Duchy of Wessex, rather. What's going on in England right now for factions? I don't know if I still want to be part of the Independence faction. It's not very strong, and if it actually fired and if we actually won, we wouldn't gain much from it. So we're dropping out of that faction. Because it's just not worth it. Could build castle fortifications here, or I could save up for a keep or stables. Alternatively, I could always borrow money from the Jews. Duke Damien left hand, judging by score. Yeah, Yeah, I can't remember the exact prestige that Willem had, but he is already a far more prestigious character than his father was. King Bjornstig of England has created the Duchy of Essex. Transferred the vassal contract. Okay. Been imprisoned. And the Cathar Revolt lost. Okay. Okay. Are you marked as a character of special interest? No, it's just telling me that that a faction in your territory stopped. Nice. Amory's host 1. So, let's see about forming an alliance, maybe? No. Why can't I send you a gift? He's too distant to interact with. That sucks. You just took my wife halfway, or my sister halfway across the... My wife. You just took my sister halfway across the world. Okay. Well, fair enough. Hopefully you can expand on your own then. Join the Duke School for England faction. Sorry if you guys hear beeping from Discord. I just got like 10 messages in a row there. I am close to having enough dark power. It should only be... Oh, it's still decent. Increased council power. Wait, what? Why did the alliance between me and him break down? He's leading this faction. We still have a non-aggression pact. Must not currently hold... Oh, okay. So that's probably why. It's because he holds a current... he currently holds a temporary title. Those are my troops that he brought up. Can I, like, directly offer to join your war? No. But I can indirectly join the war by raising troops. And I think I want to. I want to make the, I want to make this more likely for us to win. I'm not going to call up my, vassals because they aren't happy with me right now. I will call up these vassals, though. It's not many troops, it's just 68, but it's still something. Morad is definitely going to take command of this army. As is... Who has the best flanking? 19.5, 19, 18.5. Okay, so Rodri. And I don't think I have any flanking. But again, it would still be battlefield experience, and I have good personal combat score. Alright, like 53. I thought it was 63 before. What happened? Blood. What happened to my extra 10? I don't remember where it came from, and I don't remember where it went. But I could have sworn that I had 63. Or whatever, 53 is still really, really good. There's nobody I could really effectively appoint as a sub-commander. So we'll quickly march into Palace and take out those troops. People are voting for Desire again. Why did that suddenly change? What changed your minds? It doesn't seem like anything. It just... Maybe you just dislike Titos now for whatever reason. Are you worth anything to me? You're my ticket to an alliance, I believe. Okay. Just quick. Oh, he's fluent. Does your daughter have anything? No. I should look into, possible successes and just take a better look here. Because I think I want to put my highest priority on diplomacy and stewardship, honestly. And she has the highest of both of those. Currently. Right, like, who's to say what'll happen when these children start coming of age? Right. Particularly Guillaume and Titos, because people are going to be more likely to vote for them since they're male. So, just want to wipe out the troops in Palace. Oh, hey, de Hubert and I are fighting together while at the same time my Chancellor is trying to fabricate claims on their land. That's lovely. I could, of course, always put Morid up as my marshal, but I don't want to. Because he's just too good of a commander. He's never going to be my marshal because he's just such a good commander. Like, it's 37 combat skill. Or 37 marshal, rather. Title revocation. Okay. Whatever. That doesn't matter. I don't think he can actually do much in the way of changing laws. Currently. An opportunity to strike at the foolish followers of false gods has presented itself. The priests in Candelo are ignorant of the true state of the world, tear down their idols, and steal their wealth in the name of Satan. Fine. Let's do it. Where's this? Okay. Here we go again. It is time. New Guardian for Want, sure. Okay. Okay. Spot a priest tending to their duties. Kill them. Dead men tell no tales. I'm gonna go for it again. Again, 2 arms for Satan. We killed the priest. We killed the bishop of that area. Oh. Welcome, huh? You... Oh, yeah. I can offer you a non-aggression pact. Let's do that. I'm gonna make a move on her. Put to better use, my use. Burn it all in the name of Satan. Do I want to burn it in the name of Satan again? Or do I want to get a little bit of money? I've spent a lot of money lately, so I'm actually going to take the money this time. Nice. He accepted the non-aggression pact. What about an alliance? He would also accept the alliance. Nice. Some dark power. Catholic moral authority goes down, and we can become a conjurer. Nice. I've got a new lover. The wife of my ticket to an alliance. She apparently is also my ticket to an alliance. I'm just going to be building some alliances right now. I presume that's not someone... Yeah, no, that's nobody that I'm going to be going to war with anytime soon. Especially considering he's under France. Like, it would just be suicide to declare war on that. Like, look at France right now. Actually, it looks like they're in some trouble here. No, it's just internal wars. Okay. They have a very handsome king. Look at that jawline. Not a very good king, though. Is that Carolingian? Yeah, that's Carolingian. We don't have the... Oh. Honored Abjurer Damien, I hereby grant you permission to advance to the next rank within Lucifer's own. Signed, High Priest Demon. It is my privilege. Nice. I'm now a conjurer of Lucifer's own. So now I got those nice runes on my hood. And that gives me more weight in becoming the next High Priest. It's still not enough to surpass any of the actual priests, I think. Like, I don't think I'm anywhere near enough for that. But if we scroll down to find me here, wherever I am, I'm at 239 now. I would have been in a slightly better position if I had had Proud. But I'm not. I don't have it anymore. And it wouldn't have been a hugely better position anyway. But what being Conjurer allows us to do is, 1, it gives us +1 intrigue. 2, it allows us to summon a familiar. Which I might do as soon as I can. I can't remember exactly what familiars do. I think they just give you a small stat bonus. Tainted Touch, it essentially, attempt to curse a courtier with bad health and disease. Or Demonic Possession. Right-click the portraits of your vassals, courtiers, and rivals in an attempt to possess them with a fanatically loyal demon. It's unlikely to fire, I think, unless you have particularly high dark power, I think. Or maybe it's particularly high intrigue. But it's typically unlikely to fire. However, it does still have a chance, and if it succeeds, they will always accept your proposals. They become obedient to you. So I'm not making any progress on this attack. I can't remember if I can actually get loot. Let's take a look. Wife is pregnant. Oh, I'm losing money. Oh, did Niche die? I don't even know how I would check that. Well, I guess we need to recruit a new court physician. And I hope I do not have to wait long. Oh, you know what? In his final days, he got to live the life of a noble. We're gonna march down to here and take on these guys. A messenger brings you word from Bangor Fall. One of the priests residing there is willing to serve as your personal physician. The priest, named Sinan, is schooled in formal medicine and has served in several sick houses. Those appear as if... So he's exactly the same as Nisht was. He's just not quite as good. But you know what? Oh. I've received news that my lover Ilkum is with child. Hopefully you should be able to persuade her husband to be the real father. Yeah, hopefully. Do I want to recruit you for Satan? Nobody suspects me right now. So I'm gonna try. You are possessed, so you're more likely to, for me to succeed with that. Oh, I inherited Anglesey. And I got the Finger of St. John. Oh. Somebody didn't like him. His daughter died in the toilet 12 years ago. Anglesey, I didn't realize you had such a terrible life. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, well, let's... I could always invite someone new. I could give the territory to Morid. Because the guy is fanatically loyal to me. Which actually does work the same, I believe, as, Is there anything I can... My favorite... See, yes, obedient. So when you get someone that joins your court because they are enamored with the stories they've heard of you, that works the same as if you demonically possess someone, and they will always accept your proposals. So having Morid be one of our counselors here, or have Morid be one of our counts, could be really good for me. Thing is, I wouldn't really want him to be leading armies anymore because of that. Do I want to make him chief, right? Like, I'm gonna look into people who don't have families currently. Maybe not people that are that old though. I could always do it for Conchin, but it would probably be best to do it for someone who's Welsh. You've only got a sister. Oh, but she is a countess. So that would be putting the pot possibly into the hands of someone else. I could give it to the Steward of Wilth. He would make a decent marshal. That's the thing, is I think I want to give it to someone with a good marshal score, so that they can become my marshal. And I think I'm actually going to do it here. He's not actually... Oh, right, because Realm looks at the entire realm. But I can invite him to the court. I'm going to bring him over. Okay. That's fair. Sinan didn't want to join Lucifer's Zone. And he has joined our court, so he is going to become the Count of Anglesey. Now, he's not one of our powerful vassals. So, again, people are voting for Tytos. That's fine. What is my current marshal? He's a marshal of 19. But he isn't an actual lord of any kind, right? So I could always put Godwin in there. Or I could, of course, just wait until Fernefel dies because he is 55. In all fairness. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. Do I stick around or not? Do I stick around or not? If I stick around, I'm losing the entire army. Am I commanding troops there? I am. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna fight to the end. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night. Or a higher power of some kind. Thank you, Lucifer. Lord, this is all you, one of my soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. You're right. Modesty will get me nowhere, and I have become a brilliant strategist. Oh, my wife might be... She's got bad omens surrounding her pregnancy. Oh, no. Hopefully that's the sign she's carrying the child of Lucifer. Oh, wow, we are actually pushing back their troops. Oh, because Morad's in command. We beat the center flank because Morad is leading our troops. Oh, Morad, if you can win this for us, if you can pull this through, even just hold out until our backup arrives. Hopefully they're on their way. What do I want to look at? Oh, right. Yeah, my new marshal is now 19. So I have a very, very good marshal score. I really hope Senrad is doing well. I wonder if there could be something else I could do for him to help in his endeavors. I will simply ask. We won! We won! They're retreating! Our troops barely have any morale, but they're retreating. Oh... Conan knows about the affair. That's not good, because now he's my rival. I could attempt to abduct him, and then I could sacrifice him to Satan. We're going to attempt to abduct him. I've put the word out among my brethren in Lucifer's own. When an opportunity presents itself, the brothers and sisters in Rose will attempt to snatch Conan and bring him to me in chains. This might take a while. So I could actually just keep our troops here. I can resign myself as a commander. I'm not going to bother leading right now. Yeah. So, on the bright side, this does sort of give me an out to legitimize the child if they turn out to be good. My wife does not like me because I'm an unfaithful lecher. That's understandable. It's very, very understandable. Oh, nice. So I think it's because I am already kind. I don't actually have the option to say no now. But I don't mind that because that, you know, that'll increase one of his stats. It increased his intrigue of all things. What are Gwillem's stats looking like right now? 2, 2, 1, 0. And since right now people really want to vote for Tytos, would I prefer Tytos or Gwillem? 20210 11130. I think I would prefer Gwillem the second. So I'm actually going to play this a bit strategically here and nominate Gwillem instead and hope some of my vassals will come around. See? They're coming around because they trust the judgment of a ruler they like. Oh, nice. Sedwar has become a skilled tactician, becoming known for his great bravery. Who is this? It's the same guy. So he could either become brave or proud. Oh, I would love for him to be brave. He'll make for a better commander that way if I need a new commander. Who are you? Count Edgar of Westmoreland. Where's Westmoreland? Way up there. Oh, I guess I must have invited him, or someone to my lands. Conan plans to travel the realm incognito for a large mingling with the common folk. He will only be protected by 2 loyal friends during this adventure. A great opportunity to have him abducted. Approve the scheme. Okay. So. Nice. They're willing to take Rome. Awesome. We abducted him successfully. So I am going to very quickly go into here. Conan. Buddy. What could I do here? I could banish him from the realm. Nobody would care. I would be considered a tyrant if I were to execute him. I could castrate him or blind him or order him to take the vows or anything like that. I would lose the trait kind if I were to do that. I am going to sacrifice him to Satan. Conan looks dazed as he's dragged to the altar, but you can see dawning comprehension on his face as he is tied down. You ignore his begging as chants of praise to Satan build to a crescendo. Finally, it is time. You swing your blade in an overhead arc, which ends in Conan's heart. Conan Reigns vanished without a trace. Now, yeah, his daughter is still betrothed to good Gwillem here. I'm gonna... What do I want his daughter to be trained in? Playful and indolent? No. They're envious. I want to find something that would make her a good, cynical. Patient, greedy, or paranoid. We're gonna teach her thrift. Because since she is possibly going to be the wife of our next king, or our next duke rather, yeah. It'll be good for her to have good spy master traits if we can potentially get access to that. Okay. I think I want my troops to stand down at this point. We lost a lot of men in that battle. Even though we won the battle, we still lost a lot of troops. Surprisingly, we didn't get... Oh! I can weaken the army, but I can't actually get us any war score by winning battles. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, we sacrificed our rival. We're in a pretty good position, I think. Considering the number of troops we have, it's looking like we're going to win this revolt, which is very, very nice. We'll have some money coming in once the next month rolls around, once it realizes that I had my troops stand down. We've got a decent heir, as far as, you know, children go. Things, I think, so far are going decently for us. They could definitely be going a lot worse, at least. So as it is, I'm happy with the current state of the world. And I think we're going to end this episode there. So, next time, hopefully we'll be able to finally start making moves on Diffed, or maybe on Man. No, never mind, I still don't have a valid Casus Belli. Don't know why, but I don't. Yeah. So, yeah. Next episode, we're going to hopefully look into more options to actually grow our realm, since we didn't really do that this episode. This is actually the first episode where the state of our realm hasn't technically changed. I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, it has changed because now our realm is in revolt, but technically speaking, this is the first episode where our realm hasn't either grown or shrunk. But for now, this is Benarius von Kodlak, signing out. See you later, guys.